Telos, where did you come from? How did you arrive from this side? There is literally no bridge.
It's a long story. I was told there was a village nearby.
Castrum 7 is right on the other side of that rope bridge. It's kind of the only bridge standing after that Watcher Fury.
Watcher Fury?
Yeah, for some reason, the whole ground started to shake, and down came all the bridges around these parts. Lots of people got stuck.
I'm looking for the Knights of Bastengar. Do you know anything about them?
Not sure I can help you with that. You'll have to ask around at the village. But wherever you go, be careful. When the sand moves, get ready to run.
Not all is dead in this place. I feel breathing.
You remember this area?
Not fully, but it is familiar to me. drain us of momentum. Watch out for blue sparks. Do you feel that? We are close to a shard.
That must be Castrum 7.
Perhaps somebody here knows more about the Knights.
I can still hear the screams of those who died here that day. Knights, people with families, everyone full of courage, everyone desperate. The Gauntlet. I thought I had a chance. We had a chance. I was reckless, stupid. The fight against Telos can never stop. If we don't fight, we are lost. Forever. I have to do better. The Knights have been waiting for the time to rise again. I can't let them down this time. But I can't expect everyone to follow me. I must fight alone. Whatever it means. Whatever happens.
This voice. Is she the one we saw in that vision?
Yes, I think she is. As if her memory was fused with the sands in this place.
Show you what I have. Perhaps you are interested in buying something from me? You are in luck, traveler. I have an armor set for sale. An opportunity like that doesn't come around often. Perhaps you are interested in buying something from me?
Why did Telos conjure these wraiths? Oh, I pray every day.
I would rather you work more.
This village, it must have seen better days.
Tracker always talked about this place when we traveled. It sounded like good times.
Are you worried about her?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't. But her and the others are resourceful.
They'll make it to the capital. I know it.
Sometimes I wonder how life would be if we were still mining essence.
We got a piece of the gauntlet, but we also need the shards. I can guide you to them, and then we should take them to an anvil. A kite! Someone is calling for attention. Let us take a closer look. A kite! Someone is calling for attention. Let us take a closer look. A kite! Someone is calling for attention.
Ah, we meet again. I thought that captain had killed you. Good. Perhaps you can lend me a hand?
Sorry, I am just here to trade.
It is good to see you again. Would you help me out a bit? Or would you rather trade?
I can help, as long as it's not some shady business.
Shady? Never! I am looking for rare materials for essence stones. It would be good to know more about them. And to that end, I have been thinking. Sometimes, Telos brings their fury on the land, right? The Watcher flares up and, well, I'd like to know what happens then. There could be some valuables there, just asking to be collected. I could give you some essence stone recipes from my collection, if you do this for me.
Knowledge for knowledge. Sounds like a fair deal. If I discover anything, I will return to you. Is there any way to know when and where the Watcher wakes up?
It is unpredictable, but seems to happen in open spaces like the desert more often.
This sounds dangerous. We should make preparations before doing as he asks. Find better protection.
I'll be on my way.
The gauntlet's power can be greater. The anvil can let it use more essence stones.
Be careful around the shard. The wraiths.
Hey, you. You're that stranger Arif told us about. You better go and see our village elder, Old Seven. He's on a podium close to the village well.
I saw you unearth that weird anvil thing over there. I don't think it's dangerous, but it was somewhat unnerving to see it appear out of nowhere.
Great deals here, even for strangers and unnamed.
Welcome to Castrum 7. Arif said you'd show up. I was told to let you pass, but that gauntlet doesn't inspire confidence. The Elder is waiting for you. He's on the podium, by the well.
Great prices for great things. Let me show you what I have.
I just hope the Watcher won't spew any wraiths right into our village.
Can the gates really be lifted, so to speak?
I'd say our options are limited, and it's worth a shot.
Arif told us you were coming. I'm not sure I like you walking around the village with that thing on your arm.
I'll keep it under control. You look like you could use a hand around here.
Well, my brother and my sisters are on their lookouts. It'd be good if you could visit them. They're looking out for wraiths around here. They were supposed to report, but with the bridges gone and the wraiths around, they haven't returned yet. They're quick on their feet, so I'm not so worried, but if you happen to go near their posts, I'd be grateful if you check on them. I'll draw them on your map. They're in the Western Desert, at the Watering Hall, and at the Old Outpost.
How did you end up in the village?
I was born in an essence mine under the worst circumstances. My legs were always weak. My parents died when I was 6, and the mine collapsed over their heads, and I was put in a labor camp. There, I met the others. We became a family. Without them, I wouldn't have survived. We ended up in the village. It was Stade who found us and got us a place to live. Now we paid the village back by standing guard.
We will talk later.
Do you feel that? We are close to a shard.
Ah, it's you. Any luck on keeping that thing safe to be around?
Yes. There shouldn't be any more problems.
All right. Please don't judge me if I don't take your word for it.
About this gauntlet, you said you heard about it from friends? What friends?
Look, that thing was used by the Knights during their rebellion 10 years ago. Word spreads fast. And I don't remember who told me that. It's not that important, is it?
That passage to Bastingar you mentioned. Even if I unearth the gate, is it safe?
Should be. But, well, you know, it has been buried for about a decade, so my guess is as good as yours.
I'll return when I can open the gate.
Welcome to our castrum. Arif told me about you, so to speak. He said you were trying to unearth the passageway to Bastingar. Can I trust that thing in your arm is safe for us?
Yes, I took care of it. It shouldn't cause any problem.
Good. I am old 7. I try to keep things in order here, so to speak. But things are not how they used to be. Wraiths are everywhere, and many of my people were stuck in the wild after our bridges collapsed. We are working to get them a way to cross, so to speak. But I fear for our future.
I'm trying to reach Bastingar. With my powers, I may be able to lift the gate out of the sand. If the Knights are still there, you could find help.
I will wait until I see it. But you bring hope, and that is a beginning.
What can you tell me about your village?
We may be far away from the capital, but we can live the way we want, under the protection of the Shelter Stone. But there's only so much the stones can do. A large wraith is lurking just on the other side of that portcullis, so to speak. Once, the Knights were our benefactors here. But it all changed when they rebelled against the Queen.
So the Knights of Bastingar lived here?
Yes, but 10 years ago, the Queen almost wiped them out, so to speak. Only ruins remain of their great castle to the west.
Is there anything you would have me do?
I have something I think would be of interest to you, so to speak. Wraiths outside seem to be drawn by some magical artifact just outside the village. For now, the shelter stone protects us, so to speak. But we don't know how long it will hold. Ever since the Watcher awakened, we're all at risk.
I will help with the wraiths. Where is this shard?
It lies outside the west gate of the village. You can follow the road through the arch, so to speak.
Do you know anything about the shelter stone, as you call it? Who made it?
Lots of knowledge about these artifacts has been lost, unfortunately. They are from the dark times. All I know is they emit some sort of magic that seems to keep wraiths at bay, so to speak.
Interesting.
Do you know anything about the shelter stone, as you call it? Who made it?
Lots of knowledge about these artifacts has been lost, unfortunately. They are from the dark times. All I know is they emit some sort of magic that seems to keep wraiths at bay, so to speak.
Interesting.
I need to go.
Please come back when you have any questions.
What is this game you're playing?
Hark at this one.
Hark.
You mean to say you've never played Arcus?
No.
It's really quite simple. The white pieces represent Telos. May the sun shine forever on their presence.
Forever.
And these black ones? Well, there's the real story.
A proper story, that.
They say, once before any of this, Telos defeated a great evil. Did away with it. Poof!
Poof.
And the game of Arcus was made by the great god themselves to remind us little folk how lucky we are.
We're ever so lucky.
A convenient tale.
There used to be lots of tales about Arcus in the Shattered Keep's library, but now, it's not worth the risk. Also, you may find plenty of lost Arcus pieces out there. They'd make any vendor jump for joy.
Wait a minute. I think... Look! I won!
This one is warded by a spell. I sense we are being watched. This one is warded by a spell. I sense we are being watched. back later, but our foes will regenerate. See this metal part on its body? That is a wraith's core. And a wraith with no core is a dead one. This one is warded by a spell. I sense we are being watched. See this metal part on its body? That is a wraith's core. And a wraith with no core is a dead one. was a decent challenge. Now shatter them for good. The shard is now free to take. This should save the villagers from further wraith attacks.